Hello, welcome back to the Football Terrace. Thank you so much for tuning in. Big shout out to our sponsors, the Football Index. Please check out the link below. You have still got available to you their £1,000 money back guarantee. Use the promo code Football Terrace to sign up for that. Let us know how you get on, and you can go watch my videos to talk about the portfolio that I am building, which is going exceedingly well. 40% profits for me in 2019. But we're here to talk about Manchester United. We're here to talk about Liverpool Football Club and the new rumour that has kicked off today regarding Nicolas Pepe. The £70 million rated forward has been a player that the media and football have been discussing to a huge degree over the course of the summer. Man United were linked with him back in early May, and on around the 15th, 16th of May, it was kind of announced by the world press that Liverpool had absolutely destroyed, Liverpool had absolutely blown Man United out of the water. Pepe wanted to go to Anfield, play Champions League football, be under the Jurgen Klopp revolution on Merseyside, and we all thought that was it. Deal was done. We fast forward over 2 months, Liverpool haven't got the deal over the line. There's been talk about personal terms being agreed. There's been talk about agreements in terms of valuation of the player between clubs being verbally agreed to or communicated electronically, but no official bid up until a week or so ago came in from Liverpool. Then a bid come in, we thought it'd be done, and it wasn't. Since then, we've heard that Everton have shown an interest, Tottenham, and 2 days ago it was announced that Manchester United had also made, the same as Liverpool, a £70 million bid for the player. You fast forward 2 days, and due to some really interesting comments from the president of Lille, which we'll go through in a moment, many media outlets across the UK and Europe are now reporting that Pepe has also agreed personal terms with Manchester United Football Club. We're going to go through both of these individual stories. I'm going to give you my take, my viewpoint and opinion on the validity of them, whether or not I think they're... I mean, you could probably tell by the title having the poop emoji in there. I think this is a bit of BS, but being done for tactical reasons, and we'll jump into that. Also, we'll look at it, indeed, if it does happen. I mean, how big a blow will this be to Liverpool? The player who has been the crowning jewel of your summer transfer targets, a player that most Liverpool fans have praised highly, wanted at the club, see as a great alternative to the brilliant front three you've already got. If you miss out on him, and it's Man United that sign him, if this happens, please tell me your thoughts and feelings on this. Would you be frustrated at your club for not getting it done? Or didn't you really want him in the first place? Because a lot of Liverpool fans have kind of said that same thing about the Bruno Fernandes situation. We'll go through some of your live comments as well. But until that point, do me that big honour. Hit the like button. Please hit the share button as well. And check out the link in the description below to our title sponsors, the Football Index. So in relation to these stories, we'll go with the reason why Man United have been connected so much to Nicolas Pepe in the last couple of days, and this is where it gets interesting. So this is a story here. It says here, Man United transfer target Nicolas Pepe is subjected to a big offer as the Lille president Gerard Lopez reveals he is set for an imminent move away from the French club. So the reason the transfer is deemed imminent and it's going to happen very soon is this has come directly from the mouth of the president of Lille. He has said the deal is done, the deal is it's getting over the line. What's then happened is some fairly reliable local media outlets in France have said that it's Man United that have got the deal done. That's why the UK press has picked up on this. But for me, I think that the Lille president, he definitely said this, his voice is on radio, it's there. This isn't something that's been made up. These are genuine quotes. I think he is trying to force Liverpool over the line in terms of making their offer absolute concrete. I think we were sold a bit of a lie a week or so ago, a couple of weeks ago now, that Liverpool had made an official bid. I don't think they have. I think they're now using Manchester United as a bit of a negotiating tool to get this deal done. I even have a feeling inside that United haven't even made a bid. And it's very easy for the Lille president to announce to the world that the deal is nearly done, Nicolas Pepe is almost gone, And then equally, release to some of the local press in France that it's Man United that it's happening to. Because what he'll know by doing that is he will create an absolute media sandstorm. He will engulf the press because Man United are hijacking a Liverpool transfer target. And it's huge, huge news. But for me, it's real news in terms of this is what the Lille president, Gerard Lopez, has released, but he has done it as a tactic to make sure Liverpool get their bids in. That's for me, if I was going to put them in order of likelihood, that for me seems the most likely given this situation. So Liverpool fans, as far as I'm concerned, rest assured, if you want him, I think you're the front runners. I don't think he's agreed to personal terms with Manchester United. I believe if he leaves Lille and comes to the UK, I think Nicolas Pepe will be a Liverpool player. That's why I think he has done this. But we'll take a look at the actual comments that he made as well. Let's get through this. He turned around and he said, Lille have now admitted that they have big offers on the table for the Ivory Coast international, whose future is almost decided. And this is what he then went on to say. He went, in terms of departures and arrivals, if a player leaves, we will go and get what we need. For Nico, it's almost done. He could have left last summer as well. It is true that there have been some big offers from many, many clubs, so I think he will leave. Aside from that, you never know in football. That's what he has said. He continues to go on and talk about other different bits. Lopez told RMC Sport, I know where the player is. I know there have been discussions with the player, not with us as a club. Liverpool have players in those positions, and I read maybe there were players who are not going to leave, let me read that again. Liverpool have players in those positions, and I read that maybe there were players who could leave or not. I'm not particularly focused on Liverpool, but it is true that they have been in discussions with the player's agent. So there is Lopez confirming that Liverpool have had conversations with Nicolas Pepe. But for me, again, this feeds into the angle I'm coming from here, where I think he's dismissing Liverpool publicly to try and force their hand into making the bid, to get Jurgen Klopp and the money men, of course, the Fenway Sports Group, to put their money where their mouth is and put an official bid in for Pepe. The way he's kind of angling along the lines of, I don't know nothing about Liverpool, but I know a big offer is in and the deal's almost done. You see how he's not saying Liverpool haven't put a bid in. He's not saying directly to the press that it's Man United, but he's basically saying that the deal's almost done and I don't know about Liverpool. I only know they spoke to his agent, but they've done nothing else since. I then think he's gone straight to the press in France and told them, it's Man United. It's Man United. Tell everyone it's Man United. That's what I think he's done. Simple and as straightforward as that as far as I am concerned. But let's jump into some of your live comments on this story. Really interested to know what you think and feel about this. Anthony here said, I don't think Liverpool want to sign anyone. Klopp wants to give youngsters a chance instead, which worries me. And do you know, Anthony, look, I understand why it would worry you. And I don't think maybe they don't want to sign anyone. But according to Gerard Lopez, they have spoken to the player's agent. Liverpool have made inquiries. For me, there's been too much noise around Pepe and Liverpool for there to have been no interest at all. Liverpool was never in for him. Everything else is always speculation. Liverpool officials announced they are not interested a few times. Well, of course they're going to do that. Of course they're going to do that. Look, what I would say to Liverpool fans here, and I know you're going to get your knickers in a twist, and I know that some of you are going to get angry, but not everybody wants to come and play for Liverpool. The same as not everybody wants to come and play for Man United. Players can be on their way and they can change their minds. What I do find it a little bit comical that every time you're linked with a player and it looks like he's going to come, he's a superstar, it would be brilliant. As soon as he's changed his mind, it's, we weren't in for him anyway. Liverpool Football Club have most certainly made inquiries into Nicolas Pepe and most certainly made inquiries into Bruno Fernandes this summer. That much I am absolutely sure on. Let's do a few more. Who is Klopp going to blame if they don't get Pepe? I don't know. Hey Terry, I know the headline is, however, any word on Bruno and the Harry Maguire transfers? No updates at all regarding Bruno Fernandes and Harry Maguire. I did read some stuff today that Ed Woodward will not be joining up with the club for the remainder of the tour because he's going to be focusing on trying to get some business over the line. So I've heard that, but I don't know how much of that to read into, to be honest with you. Liverpool have been so quiet this transfer window. Sigh is what someone says. Someone here says Pepe is a Chelsea fan. Pepe is a Chelsea fan. I've read that. But Chelsea can't sign anybody right now. And look, Jamie Carragher grew up an Everton fan. What does it matter? When it comes to professional footballers, those things pale into insignificance. They always have done, and they always will do. Let's do a few more of these here. This is from a Man United fan. It says, if we do sign him, does Pepe fit the way we play football, especially without being on our pre-season? Nicholas, let me tell you, I said this when we thought he was going to Liverpool a few weeks ago. I'll repeat what I said then. You were talking about a skillful, intelligent, silky player. A great touch, great dribbling ability. He can pass, can score goals. 22 goals the boy scored last season. His technical ability is brilliant. His vision. You've then got great work ethics and great athleticism from him as well. Playing on that right-hand side would be brilliant. And let's put this into a hypothetical situation if this was to happen for Man United. I think he'll be the replacement for Lukaku if it indeed was to happen. That's what I would want anyway. I would want him to be the replacement for Lukaku. You've got Martial that looks like he's going to play centrally. You've got Rashi, of course, and then Greenwood coming through. Why not strengthen the right-hand side of that attack if Lukaku is indeed going to move on? For me, it would add some dynamite. It would add some spice. It would add more goals. And that balance that Man United need, I think they hugely need something on that right-hand side. They really do to improve things. So, you know, and if you add that in, and if they can get Maguire and Bruno Fernandes over the line at the same time, what a phenomenal summer. What brilliant players the club will have purchased. And for me, top four is more than achievable. But, as I said at the top of this video, I don't think Man United are in for Pepe. Let's do a few more of these comments. Reports in the media, Inter have decided against signing Lukaku. Thoughts, Terry? Yeah, if Inter have pulled away from signing Lukaku, that's it's not great news. I think Man United desperately need to move Lukaku on to use his salary on different players to recoup some money, and he's not going to play a lot. He's really not going to play a great deal of football, and I think that United do need to get him moved on. But the problem is that they've purchased so badly over the years, United, it's hard to sell these players on. And look, Lukaku's got a great goal-scoring record. But the way a lot of these top football clubs are playing now, I don't think Lukaku fits in. Kevin White here says, 22 goals, yes, 9 were penalties, though. Okay, Kevin, penalties don't count then. You've still got to step up and take them and score them. And even if you take that away, was that leaving him on 13 goals as a winger for Lille is pretty good. It's pretty good. Forget Harry Maguire, 90 million and go for Koulibaly, maybe. Klopp is being methodical and not going to make any rash signings. All the signings Jurgen Klopp has made have been quiet, bar Virgil van Dijk. Well, Naby Keita wasn't quiet. I know they signed him 2 summers ago and he didn't come for a year, but I must myself have done about 6 or 7 videos on that. That was all over the press. Yep, Virgil van Dijk was noisy, as you mentioned. Alisson was pretty noisy the majority of last summer. We did a video on that, I think, at the middle of May. So I wouldn't say his deals have been quiet. What Jurgen Klopp does do is he picks very specific players and goes to them. He doesn't have it doesn't appear that he has a huge transfer list. It's like, I want one of these 2 players. If we can't get them, I'd rather not sign anybody. And I really like that approach from him. But, as Gerard Lopez has confirmed to you, the president of Lille, Liverpool Football Club, have made contact with the club and they have had conversations with the player. They are interested in signing Nicolas Pepe. The president himself has come out and said it. Let's do a few more of your comments here. Terry, do you think Aaron Ramsey will get game time week in, week out with Juventus? I think he might, and I think he's going to really surprise a few people and really demonstrate the qualities that he has in those magical little legs. Terry, if nobody comes in, where do you think United will finish? If nobody else comes in now, top 4 is still doable, but it will be a struggle. It really will. Pepe or Lozano, Terry? What's your thoughts? I would say, I've seen Lozano play more, but I think Pepe is the better talent. I think Pepe would be more suited to the Premier League. Although if Man United announced they'd signed Lozano, I'd be happy and excited and really looking forward to seeing what he could do in a Manchester United shirt. Let's do a few more comments here. This is from Clayton, who says Lukaku wants to weigh in on the situation, but they just put out fresh trays at the buffet. Oh, okay, cool. So it's a joke. I didn't get it at first. Terry, I don't think this even makes any sense if true. Maguire and Bruno Fernandes needed. They don't want to put the money in for those players. Don't want to see this fella come in before Maguire. Mr. Myers, I understand your point. I think United need to get that centre-back deal over the line. If they go and spend £70 million on Pepe, a player that is needed but is not as big of a necessity as a centre-back or another central midfielder, as i.e. Bruno Fernandes, you're right. Why pay that for Pepe and not for the other two to get those deals over the line? It would be frustrating for me. Although Pepe would improve Man United's team, a centre-back is imperative. And not landing one this summer makes it a failure from Woodward and his team's point of view. Absolutely no doubt about that in my mind. Before we do a few more of your live comments, please do me a big favour, everybody tuning in. If you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button and hit that share button as well. And as we've already mentioned, our sponsors of the channel now are the Football Index. Now, the Football Index are the football stock market. I'm really enjoying myself on there at the moment, and I did a video a couple of days ago you can go and check out on our homepage, talking all about the portfolio that I'm building at the Football Index, the methods that I've gone through, and the way in which I'm targeting players to put into my portfolio. And it's doing so well right now. 40% profits on the money that I have put into the platform so far. So I put around 13 to £1,400 of my own money in, and I've now got profits of over £600, and it's something over the course of this next year or so that I'm going to be sharing with you very openly and transparently about the Football Index and about what I'm doing and the kind of players that I'm buying and using. So if you are interested in getting involved, it's a very innovative and different way of having a bit of a flutter and a bit of a gamble. From my personal opinion, it's far less pressured than betting on the exact result of a game or who's going to be the golden boot scorer, who's going to get the most clean sheets. Because if you don't win that bet, you lose all your money. Well, this is very different. It's based on a longer period of time. It's about the growth and valuation of a player. It's about, look at this 20-year-old now. What's he going to be like at 25? So, for instance, I've put a lot of my money into Mason Greenwood, into Jadon Sancho, into Rashford, into young players like that, Hudson-Odoi, because I know their valuation is going to continue to grow on the Football Index over the next 3 to 4 years. So if you are interested in getting involved, or if you thought about it, go check out my kind of mini tutorial video on the homepage of the Football Terrace. The link and promo code to sign up is inside the description below. The promo code is Football Terrace. Please read all the terms and conditions. You have to be over the age of 18 and, of course, live inside the UK as well. And if you're doing it differently, by the way, if you're doing a different approach, let me know. Reach out to me. Let me know what you're doing differently, how you're getting your success, because I'd love to share that on our kind of weekly and monthly updates. I really would. I'm going to do some more of your live comments now. Terry, you must run equity markets if you're good at the Football Index. No, I'm not trained enough in those areas. But with Football Index, it's different because I understand football. Savic is a better player than Bruno. But Milinkovic-Savic is a different kind of player to Bruno. Unless you think a Bruno-type player, that creativity, that goal scoring isn't needed. Thank you there for someone who I lost the comment there, but it says 500 likes before we finish. That would be really nice. I doubt it, but it'll be really nice. Reports say Savic deal agreed. Yeah, we're going to talk a bit about Savic tomorrow. I'm a Liverpool fan, but Kent isn't good enough. I have no idea what that comment is about, Ben. Terry, I wish I could do it in the USA. The Football Index sounds fun. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I mean, I know they're going to be opening up in Germany very soon, and they've got a couple of other countries on the horizon. It's just going to take them time to get out there. The great thing for you is that by the time they reach those parts of the world, you're going to know, you'll be watching the content on it. You'll know exactly what to do, and you'll be able to jump straight in and start making yourself some money. Let's do a few more of these live comments here. Pepe is good, but as a Liverpool fan, I'm fine if we don't sign anyone. Show faith in Brewster and Kent. Ah, that's who Kent is. Sorry, I didn't know Kent was a Liverpool player. I apologise profusely, Ben. Terry Maguire and Bruno are my personal choices of priority signings. Who is yours? Masood, yeah, I agree with you. Those two are mine. Those two players, those two positions especially, 100%. And then if Lukaku does leave and we have that money and we can sign a Pepe, we can sign a Ben Yedder, if we can sign someone as a replacement, great. But for me, then it's not essential. It's not essential right now to get that done. I really don't think. But having said that, hindsight's an exceedingly lucrative commodity, and we could sign Pepe tomorrow, not get Bruno Fernandes, and have a really good season and think, oh, we won't even remember this conversation, or we'll choose to forget it. Simple as that. Listen, I appreciate everybody tuning in as our Kent was at Rangers last season. There we go. Thank you. Listen, everyone who's tuned in, you know how much I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Hit the like button, hit the share button, check out the Football Index. We'll be back with you tomorrow with more content. Take care of yourselves. God bless. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye.